everybody. We are live with our Team Talk Tuesday. We just wanted to check in and say hello and answer another of your questions from last week. So today we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting and growing your team. One of my favorite topics, one that's super important, and Macy is obviously bored by it. So, can you say hi, Macy? Hi. She just woke up from a nap, so she's really enthusiastic. Anyway, we wanted to talk about, your question was from last week. Amy asked about what to say, how to bring up recruiting conversations, and in what situation and what to say to them. So I thought of a couple different scenarios, and I thought, there's a million different things that you can say to them, but some of the phrases that I use, like I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. So if you have a really good Scentsy customer, you can say, oh, you love Scentsy so much, you're always buying it. You would be a great recruit. Why don't you come join me? And then you're already sharing Scentsy with everybody. Another example would be, at a home party, you say, oh my gosh, I really should have had my notes in front. At a home party, you say, thanks for coming to our Scentsy home party. It's going to be great. I've got so many great products to show you. The nice thing about having such great products is it's really easy to sell, just like this. So if you are interested in joining Scentsy with me, let me know. Always leave that invitation so that they know that you're looking to recruit. Another thing is, if you run into a friend that you haven't seen for a while, you can say, hey, how's it going? And then you just a little bit of chit chat, because you have to make that connection first. You don't want to attack them too quickly, but so you just say, hey, how's it going? A little bit of chit chat, and then they say, so what are you up to these days? And you can say, oh, I'm doing really well. I joined Scentsy and I'm growing my business and it's so fun. Why don't you come join me? Something like that. And then, or you can even just say, it's a fun way to make a little extra money, and then let her, ask you some more questions. And then to somebody who approaches you specifically about joining and says, well, yeah, I think I would be interested. What do you say? So some things that I always like to say are not too much. You talk more about the hope, about Scentsy and the hope that Scentsy can bring to them, instead of too many details about peg rates or PRV or the compensation plan or how they have to get 500 to be able to be paid on their downline or anything. It's too confusing. It's too much. So make it simple and make it easy, and mainly what will make them actually decide to join you is when they feel that excitement, when they feel and see the hope and think, oh, yeah, that looks easy and fun. I could do that too. So a lot of the times, those are the things that you need to do. You need to build confidence in them. And I've said it before, but a great phrase that I love is, you would be great at Scentsy because what? Look for that when you're talking to anybody, whether it's somebody at a party, somebody when you are doing the party checkout and they've bought a whole bunch of Scentsy, they obviously love it. You can say, hey, you love Scentsy. And you're so friendly. I saw you mingling with everybody all evening. I think you'd be so great at this, or something like that. You'd be great at Scentsy because blank, and then you fill in the blank. Look for something about every person, even if they're shy, if they're really organized, that would make them, a good candidate to run a good business. So look for something that would be a trait specific to that person. Sorry, Macy's moving her little camera. And for why they would make a great Scentsy person, and why you'd love them on your team. And then you express confidence in them, that they can do it, and that that they'll be great in it. And then you say, have them feel the confidence from you. I will help you. I will be your sponsor and your mentor, and I'll be here to help you with anything you need. That really will make them feel a lot more confident about themselves as well as about you, and it'll make the conversation a lot more natural because you're talking about them, and then they can see and they can imagine themselves as a successful consultant as well. So those are just kind of some of the phrases and tips that I've found to really be useful and really help people get enough information, but really, again, you don't want to give them too much information. Not that we're withholding anything. There's no secrets. There's no catch. But because that's not the kind of stuff that's going to make them actually be excited to join. It's going to bog and overwhelm their brains, and then they'll be like, yeah, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. That's not a good sign, people. You don't want them to just go home and think about it. You want them to be so excited and have that hope and that enthusiasm that they just can't wait to join you right now. So, and then to have that confidence that they can do it and that you'll help them get there. So those are just some of my tips that really work. They're simple. It's probably not a whole lot different from what you're doing, but some of those phrases are the things that I found really help with my recruiting.
Awesome. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick was recruiting. Just plain old recruiting, right? One thing to not forget is, say you want to recruit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 this month, whatever that number is. Don't forget that we're open in other countries, right? Just like you would do in other places. Make a list of 100 if you know anyone that has ever lived in Australia or has ever lived in the UK or Mexico, right? Or Canada or wherever
Texas.
is, yeah, Texas, wherever. You don't have to think about just your local area, right? Think other regions, think other states, other provinces, or whatever, and make a list of anyone you know that may be out there that may know someone that may be interested in joining. So get outside of your local area when you think about recruiting. So
Yeah, no, it's great advice. And like you were talking about, the reason why you want to talk about that is just the mindset. A lot of recruiting really is your mindset. And if you get it in your mind that you are a good recruiter and that you are going to find your team, even if you haven't recruited anybody yet, you can do it. We know you can, and we're here to help if we can. And if nothing else, we believe in you, and we know you can do it, and we can't wait to help support you as you grow your teams. So keep up the great work. Let's grow some more.
see you later.
Bye. Say bye, Mace.